My name is Luke Luteran. Over the last 3 years, I've been working on a classified project. I grew up in darkness. I lost everything and everyone I ever loved or cared about to this same sickness. Dark magic, illusion, mental illness, coven ritualistic mentalities. So, when I was in California, homeless on the street, I made a deal to do something about it as a ghost. I went through unimaginable horror for a very long time. And I showed the company how to dispel all of those illusions and use my own intuitive and spiritual gifts to create a new blueprint so that civilization of humanity wouldn't repeat another generational dark cycle. What I did, what I went through, was in service of the human race. The mission is complete. The illusions are dispelling, the veil is lifting. Because of my actions and my immense sacrifice, I'm losing everything. Humanity gets to survive, thrive, and change its energetic trajectory. I had no support. I had no team. I had to go in and stay silent. Stay completely unknown. The people throwing that dark magic at me were paid actors. I'm not mad at them. I signed up for this. Because of that dark magic, they lost their minds. Because of that, those illusionary processes and all those dark energies and all those entity attachments and all the things I had to study so that I could learn how to reverse, they sacrificed themselves as well. They're heroes. This was all a plan for the greater good. This was all a plan to save the world. And they were all part of it, and they deserve their due credit. Not only am I not mad, but I can't do anything but appreciate their sacrifice. I was in the United States Army for a few years, like 2007 to 2010, and I had a security clearance then. That carried over to California. My security clearance was still active. I never violated it. So they knew I could be trusted with this. I was monitored, protected by unseen forces, but left alone to handle the whole thing the whole time. No one could know my affiliation. No one could know my mission. No one could understand what was going on until it was completed, and now it is. What we all collectively did was save the world. We fixed a sickness that has been plaguing humanity for thousands of years. Everybody involved was to be honored. They didn't even know the role they were playing because they didn't have the security clearance. I kept this secret, and I had to keep it safe until I got authorization to tell it, but the job is done. The work is done. And it cost me everything so I could make the world a safer place for you and all your children. In my eyes, in my mind, the sacrifice was worth it. There were many times where I didn't even think I was going to survive. But to dispel any illusions around me, this is what's actually been going on. We saved the world. I'm not dangerous. I'm just in the process of healing from all this, and I'm doing quite well because I understand my own mind. I'm very intelligent. I had the ability to break down and analyze every energy, every entity, every emotion, everything I was going through, and figure out a way to reverse engineer it to use it to help people. I figured if they can create a negative cycle, we can create a positive one. At the highest levels, there were definitely a bunch of people watching the whole process. And they were monitoring, and I'm sure they didn't think I'd make it at times either, but here we are. Safe, comfortable, healing, growing. And now the entire world can have a new understanding of spirituality, not stemming from darkness, stemming from light. I did this because I saw the sickness and I knew I had the ability to do something about it, or I had to try. I had nothing to lose. I had nothing left. I was homeless. I was starving. My money was all being taken. My identity was stolen. I had literally nothing left to lose, and I was a good person at heart. So I chose to do something great instead of becoming something dark, because that's who I am at my core. I'm great. So today, salute to everybody involved. Salute to what we were able to achieve. And this is the truth. This is what was actually happening. Behind closed doors, we were all a part of saving the entire planet from continuing on with a course that would have just kept the same cycle running. We all collectively saved the world. So today, we can all be grateful. The world is going to be a better place. We found the cure.